back to no JOTO Show. We have a no episode this week. I'm your co-host, Jay Lakers. My co-host is back, Tony Boney.
Hey everyone, I've returned. Sorry for being gone for so long. I've been busy with personal stuff, IRL things, so really couldn't find the time to record.
I've been doing it by myself
Yeah,
last week and
I
all.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of videos.
But yeah, because we need our predictions every week, so at the very least, I want to show up for most of these episodes.
Yeah, last week he couldn't, so this week he could.
Yep. As you can see, we're actually recording this on Tuesday. That's because I wanted to make it to this one, but I'm busy Wednesday, so
Okay,
that's why we're recording on Tuesday.
that makes sense.
Yeah. But that's enough talking. Let's get to the sports.
That's still 35 days. What's going on, sports world? I forgot to do this last time, guys. Very well. I did all this by myself. Last couple videos all by myself. This week, Tony did the slideshow this week. So yeah, football is back again.
Yep, we were here last year talking about football,
Yep.
and this year we have returned with more football. So we got to start with our prime time and international games. Let's see. Let's go one by one here. We'll start with NFL kickoff on Thursday night. The Eagles hosted the Cowboys. It was their ring ceremony game and all of that. So they won 24-20. It was a pretty close game.
Yep.
There was some interesting things that happened even before the first snap even happened.
I saw it. I
Like,
was watching it.
yeah, we had a individual spit
Yep.
on Dak Prescott. That individual, of course, was Jalen Carter.
Yep. With
Yeah, he got ejected before the game even started.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
So basically, in this game, Dak Prescott, he threw for 188 yards, 21 for 34 on his throwing. Their touchdown scorer was Javonte Williams, who had 2 touchdowns on 54 yards of rushing on 15 carries, an average of 3.6 yards. But it wasn't enough with the Eagles scoring 24 points, with Jalen Hurts scoring 2 rushing touchdowns and Saquon scoring a rushing touchdown as well. Jalen Hurts also had 152 passing yards for 19-23. Moving on to our next game was the Brazil game, where the Chargers beat the Chiefs 27-21.
I was watching this game at a theme park named Cedar Point in Cincinnati, up in Ohio area. It was free on YouTube, guys. If you guys watch it,
Yep.
I talked about this last week episode about this game, about these games. So yeah,
Yeah, this game was, like you said, free on YouTube for anyone to watch. This was their way of like being like, hey, if you want to buy YouTube, you can watch games like this all the time, so you should consider it.
yep,
So they gave us a free game to watch. It was a pretty good one. We had some crazy plays here and there. We had Justin Herbert throw 3 touchdowns with 318 yards, 25 of 34. As for Mahomes, he only threw 1 touchdown. He also rushed for a touchdown and threw for 258 yards, 24 of 39. But ultimately, The Chargers pulled out the win, 27-21.
And probably made everybody in the United States happy. The Chargers beat the Chiefs in the week 1. And the
Everyone
Chiefs,
not named Chiefs fans, yeah.
yeah, anyone not Chiefs fans, but happy the Chiefs lost in week 1. I'm happy.
And moving on, we have our Sunday night football
It's
game where
the
the
weirdest.
Bills.
I saw that picture on social media. I was like, what the freak? That's the weirdest. Sorry. I was watching this game on the way home. I saw 40 to 24, 25. I was like, you know what? Yeah, there's no way to watch the Bills in the morning. Then I got home, I saw the score. I was like, oh shit, what did I miss? I thought the game was over. I got the Ravens rolling this one.
That's where a lot of the Bills fans thought as well. They were leaving the stadium while it was 40-25.
Yeah, I was watching it on my phone on the way home. I was like, yep, that's game. Bills are gonna lose this game. Then when I got home, saw all the scores. Like, this is the last season at the Bills, guys, because they have a new stadium they're gonna do next year's season.
Yeah, this is their last what's the stadium called?
I forget. They said there's a lot of comebacks happening in this stadium. They said history happened in this stadium. I hope we can do that in the new stadium next year. I forget the name of the stadium.
Yeah, Highmark Stadium. This is their last season there.
Yep.
Next year they will be. I have no idea what it's called.
I don't know either. I
Looks
know
like it's being called New Highmark Stadium, but that's not.
the proper name.
I'm not too sure on that.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah,
It's like next door of this stadium, almost like that close to it.
yeah, they're just like crossing the street.
Yeah.
But this was a crazy game to watch. It was a shootout. Taking a look at the stats, Lamar Jackson, 209 passing yards for 2 touchdowns. He also had a rushing touchdown, and his running back, Derrick Henry, had 169 rushing yards with also 2 touchdowns. But then Josh Allen and his crew came back. Josh Allen, 2 passing touchdowns for 394 yards. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns himself, and James Cook had a rushing touchdown as well.
Yeah, I missed some. I missed all like what this happened. I was like, holy crap! How they came back? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Next.
Mhm. And moving on to Monday Night Football, where we had a crazy comeback here as well.
Yep, I was watching
For
this.
perspective,
I was watching this whole day, not on ABC, not ESPN. I was watching the Mani channel, ESPN 2. I was watching the Mani channel, not the Mani channel, Mani show on ESPN 2. Anyone Manny and Payne Manny. I was watching. It, guys, by the way, ESPN, you can buy it now with cable buyer. That's since last month. Tony didn't know that. So now he can watch every ESPN games.
Yep.
Dude, Bengals play Baltimore and Bills, Vikings and Bears this year. all four,
Mm.
all 40 teams we play.
Yeah.
We play Ravens every year in the division. We played the Bills,
Yeah.
Vikings, and the Bears this year. We played the Bills again this year. At the Bills. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good game. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Taking a look at the stats before we even get to player stats, heading into the fourth quarter, it was 17-6. Vikings were trailing. They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter behind JJ McCarthy, who had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 13 of 20. for 143 yards. He also had a rushing touchdown, and that's pretty much how it went. For the Bears, Caleb Williams had no interceptions, 1 touchdown, 210 yards, 21 of 35. He also had a rushing touchdown, and that's how that went. And then we have our Sunday afternoon games. These ones are going to be a quick lightning round because we have 12 games to get through. So starting off, Buccaneers at the Falcons. Buccaneers win 23-20. Bengals at Cleveland, 17-16 final score. Miami heading to Indianapolis loses 33-8. Danny Dimes showed out. And then Jaguars hosting the Panthers win 26-10.
That's who we'll talk about next in this video. Guys, I was watching the Bengals game in near Cleveland. I was like an hour away from the game. I was not in Cleveland. I was like in whatever it's called, where Cedar Point is. I was watching this game up there. And Browns fans not happy with their new kicker.
Yeah, this was a bad week for kickers. But moving on, we have Jaden Daniels and the Commanders hosting the Giants, winning 21-6. Geno Smith, first-time Raider, slinging the rock with 356 passing yards. I can't remember exactly how much, winning 20-13 in New England. Then Kyler Murray heading to New Orleans, wins with the Cardinals 20-13. Same score as the Raiders won. And Aaron Rodgers' revenge game. He wins 34-32 against the Jets in New York.
He made more than 4 plays because he
Yep.
did that against the Jets.
He made as many plays as his Jets debut as touchdowns he had this game. He had 4 touchdowns.
And he beat his old team.
Yeah. Either way, it could have been the quarterback beating their old team because Justin Fields used to be a Steeler.
Yep.
So
Bengals
either way, I would have been like that.
That means we have to face him in our division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And then finally, our last 4, the Niners head to Seattle, win a close one, 17-13. It was only close because our kicker was horrendous. He missed 2 field goals, and now he's not. Yeah, now he's not on the team anymore.
Same thing with the Browns. Missed an extra point and 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's why Jake Moody's no longer a 49er. He's been cut by the Niners, waived, however you want to say it. But yeah, enough said about that. Packers hosted the Lions, winning 27-13. Micah Parsons was just recently traded there like a couple weeks ago, and he started to wreak havoc.
Bengals have both of these, I think. I know Detroit. I think Packers too. We're at the Packers, so we both.
You have all of NFC North, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Bears and Vikings as well.
Yep.
And then the Rams hosting the Texans in a low-scoring game, 14-9. All of these have been pretty low-scoring. There's nothing been crazy.
Not yet.
Except for that Steelers and Jets game.
Steelers and Jets game? You mean
34-32.
Oh. What about the...
And obviously Sunday night, but I'm talking about for Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
this was basically what we had to deal with. For Sunday afternoon, it was only Steelers-Jets so far. And then finally, Bo Nix and the Broncos hosted the Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward's debut game in the NFL. He didn't win. He lost 12-20.
We played Broncos this year again. At Broncos in week 3.
Yeah.
Week 2.
And then this is NCAA football week 2 recap of our teams. We'll start off with the Cincinnati Bearcats. Take it away.
Cincinnati Bearcats won at 34-20. I couldn't watch this game I couldn't watch ESPN Plus anymore because there's only 2 ways you can pay for ESPN Plus. You can't use your Google Money anymore for ESPN Plus. I couldn't watch this game. I saw the final score, 34-20. We won our first game. Lost last week. We won this week. Go ahead, Tony. Take it away. Your team.
Yep. We got destroyed by Texas.
I know you.
7-38.
I figure you guys going to destroy. Sorry about that.
I knew we were gonna lose, but like at the same time, there was a little bit of hope because Arch didn't play the greatest last week, but that could have just been a fluke.
I was watching the game. I saw the score. It's like, oh, your team scored first. I was like, what? Okay, that was.
Yeah, and then they said 38 straight to your head.
I know.
But then again, it's to be expected when you're going against 7th ranked Texas when you're not even ranked.
They were ranked number 1.
Before the season, and then
Boston's Ohio by 1.
And then from losing that, they went down to 7, and then
yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
Almost.
All right, moving on to the top 25 week 3. This is the AP top 25 poll. We didn't want to go through every game; it would take a while. Okay. So we have the AP top 25 week 3. We didn't want to go over every single game because that would take a while. But basically, this is what we got. In our top 10, we have Ohio State, Penn State, LSU. All right, what was this saying? Oh, yeah. So going from 1 through 25, we have Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon Ducks move up 2 spots, Miami Hurricanes.
By the way, Penn State never moved from any spots. They've been number 2.
They've been 2 this whole time.
Yep.
Yeah. Georgia Bulldogs move down 2 spots. Texas stays where they are. Notre Dame moves up a spot. Illinois moves up 2 spots. Florida State moves up 4 spots. South Carolina moves down a spot. Clemson moves down 4 spots. Sorry, I forgot to mention this is after the top 10. Oklahoma moves up 5 spots. Iowa State moves up 2 spots. Tennessee moves up 7. Texas A&M up 3. Ole Miss up 3. And then our first new team, South Florida, after winning 2 games in a row, despite not being ranked, against 2 top teams, 2 ranked teams at the time of when they played them, starting with Boise State, who was like ranked 24, and then Florida, who was ranked like 13. They beat both of those teams, so they're like, okay, they need to be on this list now. Give them their respect. So yeah, South Florida is now rank number 18. Then Alabama moves up 2 spots. Utah up 5. Texas Tech up 3. Indiana up 1. Michigan down 8 spots. And our 2 other new teams of Missouri and Auburn. Auburn 24th, Missouri 25th. So 3 new teams means 3 teams were out.
Last week was 2 teams in and out.
Yeah.
This time 3.
This time 3, and they are the Florida Gators, who were, like I said, ranked 13. They lost to South Florida. Arizona State Sun Devils, they were ranked 12. And they... Sorry.
The SMU is an ACC team now. I didn't know that. They used to be an American team because we used to be.
Yeah, they moved.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Arizona State, who was ranked 12, lost to Mississippi State, so they are no longer ranked. And then SMU, who were ranked 17, lost to Baylor 48-45, so in overtime. So they are out. That's your new top 25.
I saw a game went 2 overtimes. I didn't see it. I saw it's like, oh, there's 2. The game went overtime twice.
Yeah. And now it's time for the best part of the show, the predictions and their current standings.
For week 1.
11-5 across the board. Both of us had 11 correct and 5 incorrect. We didn't have the exact same picks, just the exact number of wrong picks.
When I did it, I thought it was 11-5. I thought he would be 12. I counted him 12-4, me 11-5. I was off. I miscounted.
Yeah, I had to double check. I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, I know. I was like, huh? Oh, he probably had it this time. Nope, we tie. Week 1.
Yep. And now it's time to preview next week, which starts Thursday. So that'll be tomorrow for you guys because this is being uploaded Wednesday. So starting off with Thursday Night Football, we have the Washington Commanders heading over to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers. We have a matchup between Jaden Daniels and Jordan Love. Both guys got a win last week. And so both looking for another win this week to move to 2-0, while the other will be 1-1. Or if they tie, then that'll be complicated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we have the game in Cincinnati, where it'll be two cats going at it between the Jaguars and the Bengals.
Yep. I'm ready for
This
this
game will be.
I'm ready for this game, and it will be a orange out.
Yep, they will be wearing their full orange kits. It will be Trevor Lawrence versus Joe Burrow at the QBs. Both teams here also got their win, so both teams 1-0. Seeing which one can move to 2-0 potentially.
I see you using the B this time instead of the L one.
Oh, instead of the ends. I couldn't find the other one. I was looking for it.
No,
So I just went with the B.
The B's their new local. They've been their main local anyways on the field too.
Yeah.
That's their main local anyways. I'm ready for this game. Last week, I was up watching the Cleveland game and up in Ohio area, and this week I'll be home for it. This is Tony's team.
Yep, we have the Niners heading over to the Caesars Superdome.
NFL week.
Take on the North.
Okay, I would say week 2. I can see it. I was like,
okay. Yeah, it's barely readable, but I couldn't change the one word to white, so otherwise it'd look weird. But yeah, San Francisco 49ers are taking on the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans at Caesars Superdome. It'll be, I believe Brock Purdy might actually be out this game, so it might be Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler. But we'll see. Brock is definitely an injury to look out for the Niners.
Your quarterback?
Yeah, the quarterback.
Ooh. Yeah, hurt last week.
And Kittle's, yeah, a little tweaked up, and then Kittle's out. Probably out.
Next.
So yeah, we're just injured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals got one injured player too, I think.
Yeah, we have like 4 already.
Yeah.
Moving on to Sunday Night Football, where it'll be the Minnesota Vikings hosting the Atlanta Falcons. One team got a comeback win while the other lost due to a comeback.
Yeah.
It will be Michael Penix Jr. versus JJ McCarthy, 2 guys that were drafted both last year. One guy played halfway through the season. The other guy was hurt all of last season. So we get to see 2 young guys throwing the damn, not the damn. So we get to see 2 youngsters, year 2 players throwing the ball. See what comes out of it.
Yep. I'll be watching it.
Yep. And then our first Monday Night Football game of this week is going to be the Houston Texans hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First. Yep.
The Bucks.
Next week will be 2-2. on Monday night. We'll get into that when the time comes.
Yeah, yeah. The Bucks, like I mentioned before, against the Falcons, came back to win it. And their quarterback Baker Mayfield's heading to Houston to take on CJ Stroud, who they did not do a great job against LA. They didn't put up many points. Neither did LA, and they still lost. So they are potentially looking to bounce back on Monday Night Football here. They're playing at home, so we'll see how that pans out. Yep. And then our final game of the week. This always seems to be a prime time game they have to do, where it'll be the Chargers heading to Vegas to take on the Raiders. This will be between Justin Herbert and Geno Smith. Geno Smith, as I mentioned, threw over 300 yards, the most ever in a debut game for a Raiders quarterback in their entire franchise. While Justin Herbert just beat the Chiefs last week. So this is going to be a Raiders home opener because they were in New England last week. And the Chargers still haven't played an actual game at home, even though technically last week was supposed to be their home game. But they were in Brazil.
By the way, Bengals got a player from the Chiefs. I forget who it was.
And then with that, here are our picks for week 2.
Washington over Packers. I got Cleveland over Baltimore. I got Cincinnati over Jacksonville. I got Cincinnati, Dallas, Detroit, Miami, New Orleans, Bills, Seahawks, Tennessee, Arizona, Colts, Philadelphia, and Atlanta Falcons. What? Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay, and Chargers.
It's a good amount of picks. Let me see what I chose. I went with Green Bay to get the win over Washington and Baltimore to get the win over Cleveland. I still got Cincinnati, Dallas, and Detroit. Detroit, I feel like, gets a bounce back. Dallas also. They were in a close game against the Super Bowl champs.
We got one
So going against the
right
Giants.
on Monday. One of them race on Monday. Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I got New England actually over Miami. Miami played horrible. They could probably bounce back, but I just feel like New England's gonna play with more fire than Miami potentially. I got San Francisco over New Orleans, despite the injury concerns of like half their team. I got Buffalo over the Jets, Seattle over the Steelers. I got the Rams over Tennessee. I just feel like the Rams did a great, despite not scoring much, they still did a good enough job defensively against the Texans. And Tennessee's still trying to figure out their rookie QB. I also got Arizona. I also got the Colts after they put up 33 against Miami. Also got Philadelphia over Kansas City for the Super Bowl rematch. And I got Minnesota actually for Sunday night. So I got, for all the primetime games before Monday, I have all the home team. Which is only 2, but I was just so used to, yeah. I don't even know what I was trying to say. But then for Monday night, I have Tampa Bay beating Houston. Houston's going to start 0-2 in my prediction, which sounds crazy when the Jaguars are 1-0 and the Colts are also 1-0. And I'm projecting the Colts to be 2-0 in a division where it feels like Houston should win it. But then I got
1-0 and the Steelers are 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
In the AFC North.
And then, yeah. And then to finish it all off, I got the Raiders over the Chargers, just to mix it up a bit. So counting them up, I think we have like the 6 or 7 different picks.
Last week we only had 5 different picks. This week different.
Yeah. And with that, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm glad to be back. I'll try to make it more common that I come back. There's no promises because my scheduling is very off with my job.
We'll talk more about
So
baseball soon too when that wraps up. That should be
yeah,
wrapping up
playoffs are
almost here
yeah.
for
End of the
baseball.
month is when it ends, so
Yeah,
we'll
so
definitely be catching up on it next week or 2 weeks from now. Either way, we'll catch up before the season actually ends, and then we'll talk about the playoffs.
yep,
Giants trying to make a playoff push,
Reds are too.
and so are the Reds. Yeah, so we'll definitely be talking about that. Not sure if that'll be next week or 2 weeks from now, but either way,
Yeah, when he gets back, we'll talk about. If next week he's not here, we'll be talking about the college football and NFL, not baseball. If
yeah.
he's next week, if he's not here.
And then also college basketball and NBA are also starting soon as well, so we'll have more to talk about
Yeah.
next month for sure. So yeah. Anyways,
Don't forget, guys, check out all our videos we've been doing. This is our 1 year anniversary. Guys, look down on the year side on these videos. One be playlist, one be one play playlist, whatever it will be. Check the bottom of the screen. There's something scrolling down bottom of the screen. When you guys see this, you guys will say, "How are you doing that?" I was trying to do something else, it didn't work out. This is working out a lot better. You can do this live or record. I'll say this on time. Don't forget to follow us on wherever's popping down the bottom of the screen. You will see it in our videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.